Assalamualaikum class, my name is Amara Rauf and today is our first lecture which is related to the community medicine. Now we will see the basic concept of the community medicine. What is basically the community? Community is basically a group of people which is living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common. The people who are living in the same place and having the interaction with each other, they will make a community. There are three main types of communities we will see is the urban, suburban and the rural communities in our country and in different countries. What is medicine? Medicine is basically the science or practice of diagnosis, treatment and prevention of a disease. The science which we apply on the diagnosis of a disease, on the treatment of a disease, and on the prevention strategies of the disease is including in the medicine. Now we will see in this community medicine there are different type of diseases, different type of medicine. We only discuss, we can say it as like if we study in the medical field the medicine, it only concerned with the disease, treatment of a disease. But when we talk about the community medicine, it includes the healthy person also. The community medicine has a broad view. In this broad view, it also includes the healthy person. Like when we see a survey, in the survey of a specific type of disease, then what we do, we also include in it the healthy person and then the diseased person, and then in this we will from the total population we will consider only the diseased person. So what, in the specific location, what we do a survey, and in this survey we only consider a diseased person, but we also count the healthy person which do not have a disease. While in the community medicine we discuss only the diseased person. In next slides we also see the difference between the community medicine and the clinical medicine. If we see the proper definition of the community medicine, in the previous slide we see the definition of community, the people who are living together in a safe place and share the common characteristic from the community. And we also see the definition of medicine. Now what is basically the community medicine? The community medicine provide the comprehensive health services. What type of comprehensive health services? Which include the preventive, promotive, curative or rehabilitative services by a health team in order to improve the health of the community. The specialty which deals with population, and other definition of the community medicine is that the specialty which deal with the population comprises those doctors who try to measure the needs of the population, both sick and healthy. As we already discussed in the previous slide, that the community medicine includes sick as well as the healthy persons. So the specialty which deal with population comprises those doctors who try to measure the needs of the population, both sick and healthy, who plan and administers the services to meet the needs, and those who are engaged in research and teaching in the field. So the community medicine basically involve those type of doctors who try to measure the need of the population, both sick and healthy person. Then who plan and administrative services and needs, and then community medicine also include the person who are engaged in research and teaching fields. Now in the previous slide, as we see the definition of the community medicine, which include the comprehensive services, that comprehensive services was included promotion, health promotion, prevention and curative. So in this slide we will see what type of health promotion services we see, what type of preventive services we see, what type of curative services is given by the community medicine and studied under the community medicine. Health promotion: any activity which has a health seeking behavior. For example, school health services resulting in better understanding and awareness among children and young and enable them to better control over their health. In the prevention, what we see, prevention measures which are taken for ensure good public health. What type of strategy we undertake, which are taken to ensure the good public health? Like if a chances of a disease occurrence is present in a community, then what type of preventive measures we take? The preventive measure is vaccination related to the disease if possible. Then what is curative services, which we discussed in the community medicine? The curative services is basically when the disease will occur, then what type of disease control, prevention and treatment is given to the person. Like it includes emergency services. So in this slide, in the previous slide we see the definition of the community medicine, which include the comprehensive health services like preventive, promotive, curative, and in the next slide we see what type of health promotive, preventive and curative services. Health promotive is basically the health seeking services, health seeking behavior, and prevention is basically the before the disease occurrence, what type of preventive measures we take, and curative services is basically when the disease occurs, what type of treatment is given to the patient. These are all discussed in the community medicine. Now, as we see in the first slide, I told you about the clinical medicine and community medicine difference. We also see here the clinical medicine. What type of objective of the clinical medicine is the patient cure, while in the community medicine we see what is objective of the community medicine is the health improvement. Information is when a patient come to the hospital into the doctor, then we discussing here the clinical medicine. Okay, or when the health survey is taken, these type of studies will come in the community medicine. Okay, then information we only take the history of the patient, while in the community medicine we see the morbidity. What is morbidity? Morbidity is basically the diseased person, and mortality is basically the, what is mortality? Death ratio, death rate. Okay, so in the community medicine we see the diseased person, we see the mortality, while in the clinical medicine we only discuss the history of the patient who comes to the doctor. In investigation we see the laboratory test. When the patient come to you, you only do their laboratory test, while in the community medicine survey studies is done on the population, on the specific area. Diagnosis, we can do diagnosis through the X-ray. While in the community medicine, how we will done the community diagnosis? Community based diagnosis will be done there. Resources, which type of resources is provided in the hospital we will provide to the patient, like available therapy. Otherwise, we will transfer the patient to the upper level of the hospitals. Like if the patient come to the basic health unit, then we will transfer to it to the THQ. Then THQ, we will transfer the patient to the THQ, district health level, then district health level to the teaching, the tertiary level. These are basically the healthcare levels in our health system, where we can refer the patient according to the resources. So if the resources is present, we will give the available therapy to the patient. Otherwise, we will refer the patient to the next hospital. Okay. So if the in the community level, what type of resources, health and health related services. In the management, we see the treatment of the clinical medicine. So a patient come, we do we take their history, we do the laboratory test, we can take their X-ray test, we will give the available therapy in the form of medicine or in the form of surgery. And management, we will do the treatment of the patient, and we evaluation status के लिए we will give them the follow-up patient. While in the community medicine, if we see the evaluation statement is the assessment of the health of the community and the population. Like in the management, we will see the clinical medicine give the treatment, while the community medicine will give the health programs. What type of programs we will see here in the community medicine? We will see the malaria control program. We can see the like maternal child health services, polio vaccine जो है वो program, vaccination programs. So the community medicine deal with the population as a whole, while clinical medicine is only deal with the patient who come to the hospital. I think you understand it. What is the main difference between the clinical medicine and what is the main difference between the community medicine? In the next slide, what is uniqueness of the community medicine? The primary objective is prevention of disease and promotion of health. It also involves interventions affecting large number of population. It also involves healthy peoples. It is a link between the clinical and non-clinical domains. The development of laboratory method for early detection of disease was a future advance. That the community medicine also involved the laboratory method for early detection of disease at the minor district level. Now we also discuss about the public health. Winslow in 1920 defined as the science and the art of preventing disease, prolonging life and promoting health through organized community efforts. First type of efforts like control of infection, like sanitation, health education and provision of healthcare services. When these type of services will be given at the community level, then this will be occur in the public health. And public health is basically a broad term. It also associated with the community medicine. Now we see the pioneers in the public health. The first one is the James Lind, who controlled trial for scurvy. Scurvy is a disease. Then Edward Jenner, who gave the smallpox vaccination. Then Winslow, who defined the public health. as we mentioned in the previous slide. Then William Byrd investigate the infectious diseases. Then Robert Koch understanding of cause and epidemiology. Epidemiology is basically the branch of the medicine which deal with the incidence of disease, occurrence of disease, distribution of disease, and possibly control of disease. Like in epidemiology, we will discuss the occurrence of disease. Incidence is basically the occurrence of disease, then distribution of disease, and possible control of a disease. Like if a disease occurs in a specific population, we will see the incidence, how many people are affected with this disease. Then we see the distribution, how much area is covered by this disease. And then we discuss about the possible control of a disease. Okay, what type of preventive measures should be taken to the control of this type of disease. This is epidemiology, and the understanding of this is given by the Robert Koch. Then there is Edmund Chadwick Gray. In this era, there is the Scientific Awakening and Public Health Act was passed. Then there is Johann Sloan. Cause of cholera outbreak was given by Johann Sloan. Then there is Louis Pasteur, who gave the germ theory of a disease in 1873. Now, according to this clinical medicine, we also see here the preventive medicine. Preventive medicine is the science and the art of preventing disease, prolonging life, and promoting physical and mental health and efficiency. Preventive measures कौन से हैं which were undertaken? The vaccination, nutrition supplement will be given to the community at the level of like iron supplement and vitamin B complex supplements, and then disinfection, insecticide treatment, antibiotics, screening of disease, and control of social factor. These are all involved in the preventive medicine for the prolonging of life. Then we see the comprehensive health care in the community medicine. Comprehensive health care will involve the personal health services and impersonal health services. Personal health services are those services which directly affect the care of a person, like maternal and child health care services, occupational health services, and school health services, while in the impersonal health services that indirectly affect the health of the community. These impersonal health services will include the safe water supply, safe excrete disposal, and vector control measures. Okay, vector control measures may in this we will say that dengue control, malaria control programs will be included. That is the impersonal health services which is done at the community level. So the personal and the impersonal services will be the comprehensive health care, and comprehensive health care will include in the community medicine. So there are different type of programs. We also discussed that the community medicine include the survey programs. Programs is an ongoing activity which is carried out for indefinite period of time till the achievement of objective according to the specification. Program will run for a specific period of time. If the disease is covered in a short duration, the program objective will attain and the program will end. Okay. There are different type of programs which are running in our country. These are vertical programs and there are horizontal programs. Vertical program include only a single objective, while horizontal program involve multiple objectives. The vertical program is basically those programs which have a single objective, like extending program of immunization is the vertical program. Horizontal program is that type of program which include which run in horizon, and they include multiple tasks. Multiple programs will be merged with this. So the vertical program is a part of the horizontal program, but horizontal program is not the part of the vertical program, because vertical program only have a single objective, while horizontal program may include more than one objective. Like vertical program is the maternal health program is a vertical program, child health program is a vertical program which aimed on the single objective. Tuberculosis is a vertical program with same one objective. HIV and AIDS is only a one objective program, we can say it as. Then the horizontal program, we also discussed that local health center will run different type of program, and this local health center will if the maternal health program is running, they include with that the child health program, they also including in the malaria control program, they also including the HIV and AIDS control program. So it depends on the local health center that they merge these programs or that they run only one program to the specific team. If they give a specific team of the maternal health program to run the child health program and the malaria control program and the HIV and AIDS control program, and these all programs run by a single specific team, then this will be known as the horizontal program. Here we see the horizontal programs. Now we see what type we have discussed already. In the previous slide, we see the definition of community medicine. Then we further define the community medicine definition in the form of promotion, prevention, and curative services. Then we see the difference between the clinical medicine and community medicine. After that, we see the uniqueness of the community medicine. After that, we see the public health definition. Then pioneers in the public health. Then preventive medicine definition and measures. Comprehensive healthcare. What type of programs there are, vertical and horizontal program. Now we are see the health definition, because this slides is related to the basic concept of the community medicine. It includes the general definitions including in these slides. Health can be defined as the physical, mental, and social well-being, and as resources for living a full life. So the health is physically, mentally, and socially. You have to live well-being, then you will be a healthy person. Types of health indicators which measure the health of a community or a population is a mortality indicators. There is morbidity indicators. Mortality is the death indicators. Morbidity is a diseased indicators. Disability rate. Disability rate is basically the number of disabled persons is measured, and it is further classified into different type of rates. Then there is, we will discuss later in the next slides and next lectures. Okay, so we see the mortality indicators, morbidity indicators, disability rates, nutritional status indicator, healthcare delivery indicators. These are healthcare delivery is also the indicators of health. The nutritional status is also the indicator of health. If the nutritional status of the community will be high, then the community will be healthy. If the healthcare delivery system will be there, then the community will be healthy. If the utilization rate is basically the provision of the health services utilization rate. The health services which is given to the community, which is given to the population, which is given to the specific hospital is utilized or not. In our rural areas, the machinery is given to the hospitals, but they are unused. So the utilization rate is also determine the health status of the community. In other term, we can see it as the antibiotic medicine utilization rate in a community is high. So what we will see from there the health status of the community, that the low health status of the community is here. Then we see the indicator of the social and the mental health. Social and mental health, if it's good, then the community and the population will be healthier. Then there is environmental indicator, the environmental indicator, socio-economic indicators, then health policy indicator. There is a good health policy, then the population will be healthiest. Then there is indicator of the quality of life. The life quality is also will determine the health of the population. And other indicator, the social indicator, basic need indicators, and health for all indicators. So these are all indicators which determine the health status of the community or a population. Now we will see the general terms which we used mostly in the community medicine. What is basically a disease? A pathologic condition of the body part or tissue which is characterized by an identifiable group of signs and symptoms. A pathologic condition which has a specific and identifiable sign and symptoms, it is known as a disease. What is infectious disease? Disease which is caused by infectious agent such as bacteria, viruses, protozoans, or fungus that can pass on to others is known as infectious disease. Then there is infection. Infection occurs when an infectious agent or pathogen or organism enter the body and being reproduced may or may not lead to a disease. But infection occurs when an infectious agent enter into the body. Now the further is classification. General terms में we see disease, infection, infectious agent. Now we see the infectious disease is further classified into the two terms, that is the communicable disease and the non-communicable disease. Communicable disease is transmitted directly or indirectly from one person to another person, from one host to another host. And non-communicable disease not separate from host to another. Communicable disease are basically those diseases which can be transferred from one person to another person through a direct and indirect way. The direct and the indirect way, like malaria, is a communicable disease from one person to another person but through a vector. And the non-communicable disease are those diseases that cannot be separated from one person to another person, like diabetes. Diabetes is a non-communicable disease because it has a genetical factors which are involved in this type of disease. And we can say it also the cancer is also a non-communicable disease. Non-communicable disease cannot be separated from one person to another. But there are different type of factors which are involved in these different type of factors. Maybe the genetical factors, and they may also be the life modifications factors. The lifestyle, we can say it as like the lifestyle and the genetical factor, when both combine with each other, they will promote the disease which is diabetes. the general term, we see disease, infectious disease, infection, communicable, non-communicable disease, and there is also another type of contagious disease. Contagious is basically from one person to another person. As okay, now next is the general terms is pathology. Pathology we already studied. The scientific study of a disease is a pathology. What is pathogen? An infectious agent that causes disease is called pathogens. What is host? An organism which is infected by another organism is a host. And virulence, the relative ability of an agent to cause rapid and severe disease in a host. Virulence is basically the ability of an agent, which will be the bacteria or it may be the virus. It is the ability of the bacteria and virus to cause a rapid and severe disease in the host. Then there is etiology. Etiology is basically the causative agent of a disease is known as etiology. What is infestation? Infestation is a term which is referred to the parasitic disease which is caused by animals such as arthropods. All the disease which is caused by animals such as arthropods are known as infestation, and the infestation cannot include bacteria, it cannot include fungi, it cannot include viruses. If the disease will occur through these bacteria, viruses and fungi, then this disease is known as infection. Like infestation is the disease which is caused by only a parasitic disease, and it is caused by animals such as arthropods. Okay, or infection is caused by fungi, bacteria and viruses. Now we see contamination. Contamination is the presence of an infectious agent on a body or a surface or a clothes or a device or a surgical instrument or an inanimate or substances including water, milk and food. So if the infectious agent is present on the cloth, on the device, on the surgical instrument, on the milk, in the water, then this is known as contaminated water, contaminated cloth, contaminated device, contaminated surgical instrument. So contamination is what? The presence of an infectious agent on inanimate objects or on the clothes, bedding device, including water, milk and food. Then these substances, these inanimate object will known as contaminated. And if these infectious agent will be present in the body, then what they will call? Then they will produce infection and infectious disease. Okay, so through this we see community medicine from the start. What do we see? Community definition, community medicine definition. What is the difference between the clinical and community medicine difference? Then uniqueness of the community medicine. Then public health definition, pioneers of the public health, preventive medicine, community medicine, comprehensive healthcare services. What will be the comprehensive healthcare services? Then programs, vertical program, horizontal programs. Then we see definition of health and what are the basic health indicators of a community. Then there is disease definition, infectious disease, infestation, general term communicable and non-communicable disease, pathology, pathogens, host, virulence, etiology. Etiology is basically the causative agent of a disease is known as etiology. Then infestation and contamination. Now we see the classification of disease, which is based on the frequency of occurrence. That when a disease occur, in which frequency, we classify the disease into the epidemic, endemic, pandemic, sporadic. Here we discuss epidemic. Frequency means the occurrence number, in which number this disease occur in a community, in a population. We classify the disease in these type of terms, that will be epidemic, endemic, pandemic, and sporadic. Now we will see epidemic. Epidemic is basically widespread occurrence of an infectious disease in a community at a particular time. At the specific time in a community, if a disease will occur unusually and widespreadly, then this disease will be known as epidemic. Like cholera epidemic in a community or in a specific population at a specific time. In 2009, if there is cholera epidemic in the country, unusual occurrence, there is no cholera is present in that type of country anywhere, but unusually this disease occur, and cholera epidemic will be there. Like in the early stage, the coronavirus disease will occur in China. Then coronavirus epidemic was in China, but when it will extend globally, then this epidemic become pandemic. Okay, pandemic definition we will see in the next slide. There is endemic. Endemic is the constant presence of a disease or infectious agent in specific geographical area or population group without imported from outside. If this disease is not imported from outside and constant presence of a disease is there, then this will be known as endemic. Like common cold in winter, we can say that the constant presence of a disease is not imported from outside, will be the endemic. And there is the sign and symptoms of the common cold, that will be the runny nose, sore throat, cough, congestion, and slightly body ache, sneezing, low-grade fever, generally feeling unwell. These are all the signs and the symptoms of the common cold. So here we see what is the difference between the endemic and epidemic. Endemic, what? Usual occurrence in a geographical area. Usually constantly present of a disease in a specific area is endemic. And mean inside mean inside a specific country. This usually or constant presence of a disease in a specific season, we can say it as that disease will be endemic. And we can say in this graph there is a same number of frequency at a specific time, specific to have a number of frequencies present here. Okay, now in the next we see epidemic. Epidemic क्या है? Unusual. That was endemic. Endemic was usual occurrence of a disease in a geographical area, in a specific population, in a specific area. But the epidemic was the unusual occurrence of a disease. There is no usual occurrence in excess of normal. Like if a 50 patient of common cold was present, and the next year 15 patient, and the next year 15 to 20 patient, that will be the endemic. But if the patient number rises, like there will be 1000 plus patient of common cold, then this will be the epidemic of this area, of this country. So in this lecture we will see the basic concept of the community medicine, basic definitions, community medicine, clinical or community medicine difference, uniqueness of community medicine, public health, pioneers on the public health, preventive medicines, then comprehensive health care services, programs, vertical, horizontal programs, and then health, indicators of health, general terms which including the disease, infectious disease, infection, communicable, non-communicable disease, pathology, pathogens, host, virulence, etiology, infestation, contamination, classification of disease according to the frequency, that was epidemic and endemic. Inshallah, in the next lecture we will continue these slides.